If you're running Google Ads for your local business, you need to watch this video because you might be burning thousands of dollars every single month without realizing it. I've helped hundreds of local businesses with their marketing, and this is what I would do if I were a local business scaling up in 2026. First off, I want to cover Google Ads versus Google Business Profile Optimization. If you're a contractor thinking about running Google Ads, or you're already running Google Ads, you need to watch this before you spend a single dollar. Most contractors are paying 1K to 5K per month, burning money on leads they could get for free. Here's what Google Ads actually does. So you show up at the top of the search instantly. There's two types of ads. Number one is local service ads. It's also known as Google Guaranteed, where you essentially pay per lead or you pay per call. You can listen to the calls and see if it's a qualified lead or a not qualified lead. Then there are search ads. This is pay per click. So if you see a sponsored tag on your Google Ads, in the map pack or as a search ranking, that's a search ad. The pro of Google Ads is that it's very fast and leads can start tomorrow. However, with any sort of paid ads, it's a faucet. If you have it on, you'll have leads. If you have it off, you'll have no lead. And there's no compounding effect because every single lead is going to cost you money. And if you have low conversion on your website, on your Google business profile, you're going to be bleeding money. And whenever you stop paying for these platforms like Facebook, like Google Ads, the leads essentially just stop. So with Google Ads, what you run ads to is essentially a landing page to your website or Google business profile. And what I would do before you spend a single dollar or spend a single dollar more on Google Ads is you need to make sure your website, the landing page, and the Google business profile is actually designed to convert these leads. Or else you'll just be spending money, the lead will see your company, and then they go to your competitor that's ranked organically below you. And even then, most consumers, they're very skeptical of ads because of the fact that it shows a sponsor tag. Most of the people will go to one of the organic rankings. So having a good Google business profile is going to rank you on Google business profile naturally, along with those people that are running the ads. And if you're running ads to your Google business profile, you're going to convert a lot more leads if you have an optimized profile. And this is what I would do exactly with your Google business profile. Number one, you need to rank in the local top 3 map pack. And this shows up actually above the organic results, and there's no cost per click. You're essentially going to own free real estate on Google's first page without having to pay Google any money. Next, 70% of all actions go to top 3 results. So all of the calls, all of the website clicks, all of the direction requests are going to go in the top 3. If you're not in the top 3, you're not going to get 70% of all the visitors. Next, it's free traffic that compounds. 30 to 90 days to rank. Every lead after is $0. And 70% of all the local actions will go to the top 3. So if you don't have a good Google business profile that's designed to convert and designed to rank, you're going to miss out on a lot of traffic. And if you're a local business and you just want us to handle all of the website and Google business profile optimization so you can rank in the top 3, you could go ahead and click the link in the description and you could go ahead and book a call with me or my team member. And if your agency just want to white label our software and do Google business profile optimization fulfillment for your clients, you can also click a link and go ahead and get started with that. Now back to the video. Here is the right order of operations. So first, fix your GBP. 80 to 90% of the results will come as a result of fixing your Google business profile. So have 20 plus photos, and you need to constantly drip new photos of new jobs, of new customers that you have, of reviews onto your Google business profile. Usually I recommend anywhere from 2 to 4 per month. And that way you'll show Google that you're actually active and you're going to outrank your competitors that aren't active on Google business profile. Next, have 10 recent reviews. So in the reviews, they need to mention the city and the service that they actually did with your company. By having this, since all of the AI rankings on Google, it uses a lot of the information from the data that Gemini and Google's AI gathers. And if your reviews, it's more towards crowdsourced data. So if your reviews are mentioning the actual service in the city, it's going to help you out a lot in terms of the data that Google gets from your business. So they know exactly what you do. Next, have all your services listed with descriptions on the services. Most of Google business profiles I see, they might have 1 service, they might have 2 services. However, for all of our clients, we have 50 to 100 services under a Google business profile. So we're ranking for all sorts of different keywords. For the Google business profile posts, you need to post at least weekly. Usually we do anywhere from 2 to 3 per week, but this will send a signal back to Google that you're actually active and it'll help out in the rankings. Step number 2, let it sit 30 to 60 days. So organic rankings build and free leads will start flowing in. Within those 30 to 60 days, you need to systemize how you get reviews. And in those reviews, you need to have the service name in the city in order to actually rank for those type of services and people that are actually searching in your area. So in the 30 to 60 days, make sure you accomplish that. Step number 3, you layer ads on top. So now whenever you spend $1, the ads will convert harder now. And then it'll drop your cost per lead, cost per call, depending on if you're using Google LSA or PPC ads. And the GBP will build trust that closes. So having good reviews, having photos, whenever somebody actually clicks on your profile from an ad, they'll actually see all the things that you offer at your business and they'll separate yourself from the competitors. So what I like to think of it is the Google business profile is the foundation of your business, and ads just accelerate the progress of you getting more and more jobs. So here's when you can run ads immediately. Number 1 is if it's a new business and you just need instant cash flow. If you put $1 in, you could get $3 to $10 out. Next is if you're in high competition markets. So for example, Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, top 3 have thousands of reviews. You need to separate yourself from the competition. But first, optimize your Google business profile, then run ads on top of that, and you can rank above your competitors with the sponsored ads. The last thing is if you run a seasonal business like pool builders in the spring, that's where they make their killing for the entire year. Or you run HVAC, and during the summer, during the spring, that's when you make the killing. And even though you are running ads, you need to be constantly working on the Google business profile because that compounds over time. If you're in the top 3 and you get there within 3 to 6 months, you're going to stay up there for a while until your competitors catch up. Let's say you neglect your Google business profile, that's when competitors would catch up and you'll slowly drop in rankings. However, once you're there, you're going to be staying there for months, if not years on end, as long as you're constantly optimizing it. That's all I have for this video. To recap, you need to have an optimized Google business profile as a layer to accelerate your ads. It's going to drop your cost per click, cost per call, everything down. It'll be cheaper for you to acquire a customer. And I hope you got some nuggets out of this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.